Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 now. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Stroud now on 3rd. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. From the gun, here's Pierce. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down. Big gain and a new set of downs. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down throw, Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right, throwing deep down. His first throw is an interception. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans getting back on his 6th interception of the season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Stroud from the pistol. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
10 yards on the pickup.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has a big hole left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception interception into points. Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. On now is Cook to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 1st down, Stroud. Has his man, it's Mixon. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the set. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Offense in the hurry up here. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He sent a man in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Offense up to the line fast. Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Texans likely looking at a field goal try. Fourth and goal, tie game. On play action, here's Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. He'll get this one to Brown. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Completed to his running back. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Jaguars earn the chance to tie it before halftime. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Eric Armstead there on the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's brought down for a loss. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They give it to him again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finding Thomas near the sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They motion the tight end over. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice game down to the 6. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take the lead right away in half number 2. Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
From the gun, Stroud. Collins there to grab it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 43. Pass caught by Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Still sticking with the passing game. He puts some power on a deep one left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Throwing is Stroud. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans now trail by just a point in the 4th. Nico Collins with the touchdown. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now quick to the left, it's caught. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long. The Jaguars into punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He has it at the 13. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be Texans football. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Chased out to his right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Stroud. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of third down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Dell with the grab. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Has some daylight through the 40.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Now they give to Mixon. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
It's a gain of 22, and the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Now a give to Mixon. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come really happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He'll throw it. Catch is made in close. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Texans going for the win here. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Dell now in motion right. On the carry, this is Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Setting up to pass. This one's caught. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
On now is Cook to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are thrown into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. To the sideline. Collins brings it in. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Here he is to throw. Off the mark there, incomplete pass. Nearly an interception on that play, and now it's 2nd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Wk13, the intended target. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. So that brings up 4th and long.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Desperation time here on fourth. That's caught beyond the marker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Houston calls it second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Jordan Lewis. And the Jaguars make the...